which one of these tongues is yours? Stay for the last one because I see that a lot. So today we're going to be identifying different types of tongues and which one of these tongues look like yours and what does that mean? So let's get it started off with the Fischer tongue. If your tongue looks like this, it's got little grooves in between and little crevices. We call it a Fischer tongue or a scrotal tongue. What does that even mean if your tongue looks like that? Well, we do consider it within normal limits. So you're fine. You just have to make sure that you keep those crevices really clean. A lot of people get things trapped in there and that could cause bad breath. So you got to make sure that you're scraping your tongue every single day as everyone would. But other than that, you're fine. Moving on to the next tongue. If your tongue looks like this, you stick it out and it's darker. It's got like hair-like projections. This can happen from using a mouthwash like peroxide way too often. Oxidizing mouthwashes can cause brown, hairy tongue. This can also happen if you are a smoker. Who wants your tongue to look like this, right? What do you do about this? Well, the best thing you can do is proper oral hygiene. You need to scrape your tongue. You need to really do a great job at taking care of it. There are some additional procedures that you can go to the dentist for, and they can laser off and kind of reduce some of the hair-like projections. But for the most part, it's usually great oral hygiene will get the job done. If your tongue looks like this, we call this a geographic tongue or benign migratory glossitis. And again, it starts off with benign. That means it's technically harmless. The origin for this is unknown. Some people are born with it. We don't know a lot about it. It's kind of been associated or linked to some type of psoriasis, but there's so much we really don't know about it. What we do witness is that some people can be affected by spice on their tongue and certain tastes. But we also notice that the pattern of this tongue can change around, kind of like a map, which is why we call it benign geographic tongue or benign migratory glossitis. But again, this is a variant of normal. It's within normal limits, so you are fine. You just have to keep doing a good job brushing and flossing just like the others. Let's move on to the next tongue. So if you see your tongue looking like this, you, my friend, have a scalped tongue. And a scalped tongue can be caused by a variety of things. If you see this, you should get a dental checkup. It can mean your bite is off, you have a malocclusion. It can mean that you are grinding and clenching your teeth, and that's why you're seeing little teeth marks on the side of your tongue. It can mean that you probably have some kind of underlying thyroid issues. It can mean that you are dehydrated. You need to drink more water and eat more crunchy fruits and vegetables that are filled with water in there and keep yourself hydrated. It could mean that you could possibly have sleep apnea. And the only way you can know that is to get a sleep test. But that's one of the signs and symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea. It's kind of like waving a flag. It's linked to this. All these things need to be evaluated. If you see scalping on your tongue, go to your dentist, get a full checkup. Now let's move on to the next tongue. If your tongue looks like this, white and coated, that is a clear indication to me that you have bacteria building up on your tongue and that you need to scrape it and clean it every single day. And this bad bacteria will cause bad breath. And you will see once you scrape it, you'll see some stuff coming off. I personally recommend a tongue scraper. Some people like to use a toothbrush, but I prefer a tongue scraper. I hope this helped, and if you have any questions for me, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that way you can keep up to date on everything about your teeth.